Hello, and you are listening to the Tiny Vet Podcast with me, Dr. Nicole, veterinarian, and my fiance.
Ran out of rhymes, wrote this with no times. Bam!
I
All right.
literally just watched him write it.
She's
And I went,
so...
God damn it.
I think you could hear in that intro as you were just looking over being like, what's the rhyme going to be?
Yeah, what's it going to be
Anyway,
this time,
I hope
man?
you guys like these rhymes because she doesn't. What's the topic? What are we talking about today?
Pet dentals versus human dentals.
All right. When's the last time you went to a dentist?
I actually have an appointment this coming Monday, 6 monthly. I get a scale and polish.
You've been last 6 months?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I
Yeah,
thought you were
man.
going to say a really disreputable answer. I thought you were going to be like, oh, I haven't been in 10 years. But
You haven't been in 10 years.
well, all right, that's true, but this is your podcast. All right.
So one thing that I find people get a bit shocked about is the cost between like a pet dental and human dental. So let's say it's
more
just
or less?
more.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So let's say my scale and polish, it's covered by my insurance. I'm not actually sure how much it costs, but it's like
Probably $100.
$100,
something, right?
$150, something like that.
But you're probably not trying to bite your dentist.
That is where the difference comes in. Yeah. So for a dog scale and polish, no extractions, nothing, it's probably about $400 to $600.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so the price point is different, definitely. But there are several good reasons why, including that, you know, when the dentist goes, all right, just open up a bit for me and just stay there, I will do it.
Yeah,
Generally.
I had braces when I was growing up, and I remember once I was getting like discount dentistry, right? Like growing up.
That's
'cause
what you want to hear.
I grew up poor, and I'm fine now. But I remember I was at this place, so I was getting discount dentistry, which means all the clients were discount, and so lower status or whatever. But it's getting like a mold done, and it sort of choked me a little, and I sort of spit it out or whatever, and the dentist was like, hey, don't spit at me. And like thinking I was trying to spit in her face and like bite her or whatever. And I was just like, no, I'm not a monster.
How old were you?
I think I was like 15 or something.
Oh, okay.
14.
I was like imagining this like tiny 6-year-old.
But no, I would imagine some of your patients, I mean, would occasionally be trying to literally take off
Oh
parts
my
of your
god,
fingers.
yeah. So I see mostly rabbits.
Sure.
And we get some rabbits that are frequent flyers for dental problems.
And they get real mad?
Oh, they get so angry.
Yeah.
Like, it's really lucky that they're about 1.5 kilograms because
But they got sharp ass
they do have
teeth,
sharp teeth.
man.
Yeah. Touch wood, I've never been bitten apart from when I've broken out rabbit fights. And I have seen a rabbit incisor go all the way into my finger, come all the way out, and the blood just start draining from my body.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely keeping us safe, but also keeping your pet safe as well.
Right.
Like, you really need the general anesthetic to keep everyone safe.
Right.
Because, all right, yes, we don't really want to get bitten, but also, like, we're working with high-powered things inside your pet's mouth.
Oh, right. So
Like,
they
they
need to be
can't
out so they don't,
move.
like, jerk around and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't move when
Yeah,
we're
I
doing
didn't think
something
about
because
that.
we could cut their face open.
Yeah, sure.
Like, I'm sure, you know, you've
Probably
had...
has a lot, it's like a lot of the cost is probably actually anesthetic.
Yeah,
is
a big part of the cost,
expensive.
100% anesthetic, and also what goes in the anesthetic. So let's say if your dog's 9 years old and he's not had any blood testing for a while, we probably want to do some sort of blood testing before we put him under general anesthetic.
Right.
So that's going to factor into the cost as well because you want to keep it safe for everyone.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, big part of safety, and not just us, for your pet as well. Like you can't explain to your dog that, hey, we're going to be working with things that sound funny and feel funny in your mouth for about half an hour. Just open it up and try not to worry about it.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not possible.
Yeah, sure.
And there is also a real danger. There are some places that offer now anesthetic-free dentals where they kind of like hold the pet down.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
And
Like, yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
Yeah, because you just like you get like 3 people.
Yeah, it's horrific because one, it's...
I feel like the dog would be freaking out.
Yeah, they are. So one, it's really stressful on the animal.
Yeah.
And you can't do a good job. So one thing with these anesthesia-free dentals is that you often...
Are they cheaper? Is that why they
They're
exist?
cheaper, yeah, because
Yeah,
you're not using any anesthetic.
Yeah.
But a lot of times it doesn't allow whoever's doing it to actually do the proper polish after. So you can scale them, so you can crack the tartar off.
Right.
But if you don't polish it after, it leaves little scratches in the tooth that make the tartar worse.
Yeah, right.
Although you have to polish it after you're done.
Okay.
So these things are not worth saving the $200. 100% not worth it. Other things, with the anesthetic, you always have IV access in case something happens. So you want to have direct access to the bloodstream in case you've got to give emergency drugs. So that's going to factor into the cost. It's a 2-person job at least, because you got someone monitoring the anesthetic, monitoring the heart rate, blood pressure and everything throughout every step of the way.
Right.
So that factors into the cost. And they've got to recover from it as well. So there's someone sitting with them in recovery, monitoring them in recovery. That adds to the cost. So if you think about,
it feels like way more intensive.
Absolutely. So if you think about that, you're going, yeah, of course it's more expensive.
Yeah, sure.
The other thing as well that I think is for everything for vets as opposed to humans is the patient can't self-report.
Yeah, sure.
Like the things that I've sometimes got to go through to find out which bit hurts on a patient is so roundabout. For a person, you just go, all right, which tooth hurts?
Yeah, sure.
Sometimes we can't tell that. Sometimes the main symptom is he doesn't want to eat. So you've got to take x-rays. You've got to do blood work. You've got to do a lot more looking into it than if you could just go, hey, which bit hurts?
Yeah, right.
So that factors in the cost as well. However, there is a very good method that can be done at home that can reduce how often your pet needs a dental and reduce how invasive those dentals
Fake
are.
teeth.
No, try again.
All right. Well, I don't. That's my only suggestion.
Good.
What if you get doggy dentures, right? Like where you get full ceramics for your dog.
Actually, that does.
Is that real?
Yeah, it doesn't. Not for cosmetics, but
I would get like vampire ones for the dog.
Specialist veterinary dentists.
Yeah.
Let's say if there's a damaged tooth, they can actually replace it.
Okay, cool.
And I think I once saw this.
I would like glow in the dark teeth for the dog. I reckon that would be cool.
Potentially.
That would scare the shit out of.
Oh, 100%. I once saw this
Any
German
intruders.
Shepherd that had like a capped canine, and it was just like silver, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was very cool.
Badass.
But he had fractured it, and it was to protect the tooth and everything.
Yeah.
But the amazing thing you can do at home is toothbrushing. You can brush your dog's teeth, and there's special doggy toothpaste and toothbrushes. There's one that looks like a human toothbrush.
Do bones clear dogs' teeth? Is that an old wives' tale?
Oh, old wives' tale.
Really?
I might cover that in another episode. Actually,
Okay.
it's a real quagmire of problems. But toothbrushing is great. It's very easy to train dogs to accept their teeth being brushed. And it's something that you don't even have to do twice a day. Like once a day, once every other day is going to make a big enough impact that it's going to reduce your pet's needs for dentals.
Yeah.
So toothbrushing, you can find pet toothbrushes online. There's different styles. One that's like a human one, and there's one that you can put over your finger. So it's a bit easier for some pets and some owners to do. The toothpaste tastes like beef or chicken or something like that. So it's actually
just like the dog antibiotics.
Yeah, just like the dog antibiotics.
Which she's given me, beef flavored antibiotics.
Generally very well accepted.
Yeah. No, I accepted it. Yeah.
So brush your pet's teeth.
I agree. Also, if your partner is a veterinarian and eats a bunch of garlic and onion for dinner,
this isn't very nice.
She should brush her teeth before she goes to bed.
Very nice. I fell asleep. I was very tired. The Tiny Vet Podcast is brought to you by Upilio. Sources for our topics can be found at upilio.io. Outro music by Matt Charleston.